So many of us as caregivers really give out of love. We want the persons that we're caring for to know that they're never alone in their journey, but we do it out of an outpouring of our own hearts. But the reality is that sometimes we forget about ourselves. We give and we give and we give more and more, and we find ourselves simply with an empty cup.
I actually got sick caring for Dad. I'm a high emotional guy, so I found myself with some stress, which they did go in and tell me that I was dealing with some hypertension. I had never dealt with hypertension before. And so all of a sudden now I'm dealing with something that I had never dealt with before. And at that time I said, okay, enough's enough. I need to make sure that I prioritize myself just as much as prioritizing someone else, because I love caring for people. But if you don't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anyone else.
It's really important that you know that your well-being is essential and that we want to provide support. But how is that happening? We have here a worksheet that asks you to think about how you find happiness, contentment, good moments. Suppose, for example, that as you think about this, you realize that time 2 or 3 weeks ago when you went out for a walk just as the sun was setting, and how important that time was and how good it made you feel. What we want you to do is reach back, grab that feeling of contentment and happiness and well-being, and plan it for the future. Let's plan how to get out for that walk again. How can you make that happen? In addition to these specific suggestions, there's also some worksheets that can help you think about other ways that many people find that help them feel better, and to actually plan for some of your good days and your hard days, because we all know there will be hard days.
Trevino, the Some Ways to Feel Better Too is my favorite. It's a list of practical and simple ways to feel better. And I like to do it on my first visit because it's kind of like an icebreaker, and gets them to open up. Some of the ways on there is like music and listening to music and singing. And another one is laughter. Laughter is a really good way to feel better.
It is. Yeah, those are great stories. Some Ways to Feel Better is a great tool. One of the other tools that I like is good days and hard days. Because the truth is, we all have good days and we all have hard days. And I love the fact that it doesn't say bad days, it says hard days. So to be able to identify when it's a good day, here's what that looks like for me. And you can document it down on the worksheet. As well as when I'm having a hard day. If I'm having a hard day, I'm having a hard day when. And then some of the other categories on here is who you'd like to share it with. Being able to know is someone you like to share it with. Or for my spiritual life, a good day looks like this for me. So there are multiple categories for you to be able to use. So one of the participants that she was documenting down that a good day is when she can get up and she can go outside for a walk and get some fresh air. And then she said, but a hard day for me looks like this. And it's when she couldn't do her devotion. So she was able to list that down. So as she's thinking about all these thoughts and what she has to go through as a caregiver, she had something that she can refer back to. And she said, it's so user-friendly. It's so user-friendly. She said, I'm able to keep this and help me throughout the day.
So it's just like helping them to identify those ways, that they can feel better,
Right.
And it's kind of like self-care. Everybody has needs,
That's right.
But for them to be able to think about themselves, and something that makes them feel good, helps them to be a better caregiver.
I agree. And you know what? Some Ways to Feel Better, the other two good days and hard days. You're right. Caring for yourself. And I heard this saying that you have to care for yourself before you can care for someone else. And it makes it okay to be able to document your thoughts and ideas down as you move forward. So every participant seems to love it, and they love the fact that they could take it with them and share it with other people.
I agree.
The AC Care Alliance recognizes that caregivers take on so much as they pour out their hearts to serve as caregivers for their care recipient. We want you to know we are grateful. We're truly grateful for all that you do to serve those that you love, to serve family members and friends. But we also want you to know that we surround you. And so we've put a lot of intentionality into our workbook for caregivers so that you know that this journey does not have to be as lonely as many times it certainly feels. We want you to know that we care about your well-being. Yes, your personal well-being, your health, your spirit, your social needs, your needs for advanced care planning, as well as your caregiving needs. And so as an organization, we hope you feel the love that we have for you, and we are certainly intentional about embracing you as a whole person. It is our hope that you will utilize the Workbook for Caregivers in every possible way. Yes, use it every day. Write in it, scribble on it, highlight it, whatever it takes for you to know that this is yours and it's been designed just for you. It is our sincere hope that the Workbook for Caregiver will make your journey of caregiving a little lighter.